Hey y'all, Fuzzy Biker here at Baxter Cycle in the mighty metropolis of Marnie, Iowa, and check out what we have the privilege of riding today. Isn't that an amazing looking motorcycle? That is a BSA, a 1966 BSA Thunderbolt. I love these engines. They look so aerodynamic, I guess, airstreamed, you know. Everything's smooth, you know, they've got, the plates are flush, everything is kind of runs together like a teardrop. Kickstart only, 4-speed. I think the cams are here with push rods in the center of the engine, so you don't have leaky push rods ever. Single carburetor. It's a Thunderbolt, by the way. Thunderbolt. Single carburetor. Looks like a... What does it look like it is? Ah, monoblock. Isn't that just beautiful? Look at that angle right there. Just gorgeous. Beautiful tank. Silver, white stripe, black on top. Below this is the bolt that you use to get the tank on and off. Look at that whole front end there. Chrome headlight cover, chrome bars, shiny all the way back, chrome grab rail on the rear. Look at that tail light. Here again, the white stripe all the way around. Chrome pea shooter pipes, chrome wheels. Hey, look at this. This is even chrome, by golly. Well, that means it's going to go fast, doesn't it? Real hot rod of a motorcycle. It's got a drum brake on the front. Check that out. Beautiful. Look at the fins right there. We'll get those warm when we take it for a spin. Single leading shoe design, it looks like. Yes, it is. Telescopic forks. Up here, we've got an amp meter. I'm not sure what any of this does. This might just be the on-off for the headlight. Over here, probably the high-lows. Kill switch, possibly a horn. Yes, it is. Choke over here. Brake, clutch. Gorgeous looking engine. I just love the way these things look, you know. Check out that badging right there. And the oil tank is underneath there. It's a dry sump engine. Speedo drive back here. Tubular swing arm. Just a real beauty of a bike. Look at this white piping on the seat. Hey, look at this little belt down here. That's pretty neat too. She's a hot rod. You know what? Let's gear up and go for a ride. Wahoo! 1, 2. One kick? Are you kidding me? That is crazy. I have never done that in my life. Not on a British bike anyway. You know what? I can't remember if the gear shifter is 1 up and 3 down, or 1 down and 3 up. Well, let's go find out. Make sure the brakes work. There is some semblance of brake. Let's go this way. Wahoo! Okay, it's 1 down, 3 up. And it's a right side shifter. The brake is on the left, and try as I may, I cannot get a right side shifter to slow a motorcycle down yet. Nifty little mirror right there. Boy, that's a good looking mirror. This bike is going to be at the Baxter auction in August. Get to their website, baxtercycle.com, to check that out. Good looking machine. Seems to run nice. Shifts very well so far. Look at that. Handles like a dream, kind of, you know. Very nice indeed. Me gusta mucho. If you look over yonder, above that house, there is a bunch of Bigfoot up there. We call that Bigfoot Hill. Wahoo! Welcome to South Marnie, the mighty South Marnie. Oh, this thing just rolls like a dream. I'm still not trusting the brakes on this thing, or the transmission. So a drum brake on the front, a big old drum brake, single leading shoe. On the rear, we've got what I call a half shoe. I don't know if it really is a half shoe. It's just a narrower brake. Goes in with the sprocket. And the brake, let's give those a try. They work about as good as you'd expect on a bike of this vintage. Give yourself a lot of leeway, you know, maybe plan a couple 100 feet ahead. It sounds good, doesn't it? I do like it. I do like it. I think it sounds good. You know what? Let's make some sound. Let's make some noise, huh? I don't know. We usually don't take these out on the road, but we're going to do it today, by golly. Looks like a single Smith gauge. There's a guy just down the road here. I'll put his website up above. He can rebuild those things. He can do anything to them. There's 4th gear. Wow, this thing is it's pretty darn smooth. Very little vibration in the handlebars. A little bit in the seat and a little bit in the pegs, but not too bad at all. A lot less than I expected. No matter how hard I push on that shifter, it does not want to slow me down. The brake's on the left side on this bike. Shifter's on the right. Wahoo! I like it. I like it a lot. What a grin. Sounds great, feels great. This one is pretty darn good, and it seems to handle pretty well too. Hot rod for sure. Hot rod for sure. Very impressive. Oh, slowing down is always a fun thing on these old hot rods. What a machine, what a machine. You know what, we are going to live on the edge today, by golly. We are going to live on the edge. We're going to do the hillside figure 8. Let's see if I can get this in a lower gear here. I call this the hillside figure 8, the hill test. Let's see what we can do here. So far so good, so far so good. Next time you all make it to the mighty mini-tropolis of Marnie, Iowa, home of Baxter Cycle, make sure you get yourself over here to the Derailed Grill right there. Try their Wahoo burger, by golly. A Marnie delicacy. Oh, this thing runs. Very nice. You know, I bet you this thing, again, less than 400 pounds for sure. Probably, I would guess in the 40s for the horsepower. Maybe the high, there again, that shifter is not a brake. Maybe the high 30s, low 40s for horsepower. The single carburetor engines always seem to run better to me. They're smoother. They may not have as much top end, but they seem to run better in the lower end and mid-range. I like that about them. Very nice motorcycle. I love the look. I love the look of that gas cap too. Isn't that something? Hey, they even have vent holes on this one. Beautiful sound. Let's take her down here and see what we can find. I really am enjoying this. Well, I enjoy them all, of course, but this one is particularly solid, I would say. This is a particularly solid bike. That is Motorcycle Park down there. In August, that'll be full of motorcycles from end to end, as far as you can see. And that is Motorcycle Field. That's where the auction will be held. And that will be absolutely full of motorcycles as well. Get yourself down here. This bike will be part of that auction. This is a really fun machine. That brake is not a shifter either. Oh, what a grin, what a grin. You can't shift with the brake and you can't brake with the shifter. How's that? Boy, it sounds good. It sounds really good, you know. We are not taking this back yet. We are going to do a little bit of a spin here. Look at this thing, huh? Look at this. What a hoot. What a hoot. Works very well indeed. You know what, let's run down here and take a look in this mirror right here, see what we can look at here, see what we can see. Sounds great, doesn't it? Okay, check that out. Silver on black, gorgeous bike. Can I flat foot? Yes, I can. I've got 30-inch inseam. Look at that front end. Isn't that beautiful? The back end too. Wow. I love the badging right behind my knee there, that BSA badging. And of course that engine just looks sharp as heck. Very good looking motorcycle. I like it. Me gusta mucho. Smooth shifting. I'm glad we took this down the highway. Very smooth riding bike. This one has extra sauce, I think, on it. Alright, my friends, if y'all are in the market for a new or used Royal Enfield Triumph Classic British bike of any type like this one, get yourself down here to Baxter Cycle in the mighty mini-tropolis of Marnie, Iowa. They've got gear, doodads, parts. They've got the largest British vintage motorcycle parts collection in North America. Look at that hot rod there. If these guys don't have it, you're going to have trouble finding it. This particular motorcycle, they're going to have an auction here in August. I don't know the date for sure, but it's on their website, baxtercycle.com. Will be in the auction. If you're interested in something like this, get yourself over here. You know, it's a beautiful day. I think I'm going to go take another motorcycle out for a ride. Wahoo! Yippee-yi-yay! Yippee-yi-yo! Down the road we go. Beautiful, beautiful machine. Turn the radio on. 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 Turn the radio on.